My question is to be able to alleviate the fear of having, after a loadable effort like this, dumping them because of maintenance effort. So we expect a maintenance sort of depot for this mass, effort. It's something that a lot of people will look at to say, okay, we can now project that these things will not be packed after a couple of months because of lack of maintenance.
No, we have a maintenance workshop in one of our communities, one of our Riverine communities, and that's where we're going to commission them. We already have all these facilities on there.
My name is Bala Moses John from Rural Development Initiative. I want to know how is the arrangement of actually sharing this boat, because they say it's going to be like a poverty alleviation scheme. And how long have this thing has been, how long have you actually procured this thing, and how soon can it be distributed?
Okay, like I said, it's a poverty alleviation scheme. What we do with our poverty schemes generally, not just this one, is that we form cooperatives. So we already have cooperatives for boat operators, and it is through that cooperative that you give out the boat, but you have to pay some token, because if there's no financial commitment, they tend to treat it as if it's a national cake. So they pay some token, you give them the boat, and they make returns. With that return, you buy more boats. So yes, it's a cooperative scheme. Even for our public transportation, the vehicles and all that, it's a cooperative scheme. Then your second question was on it was NESRA, because to bring the engines in, NESRA has banned this engine because of environmental challenges. So when we brought them in, we were not allowed to bring them to the port. So we had to obtain permission from the federal government to the Minister for Finance, that now went to NESRA, and then Mr. President had to personally approve before, and they just gave us the approval about 2 weeks ago. You can see that they are still completing the engine, and in the next 2 weeks, the owners will have taken them from here. Go ahead.
Your Excellency, please, I know this will help a long way to keep our boys busy. But I want to find out if the women are accommodated, if they are part of this arrangement.
Yes, the women are accommodated. The women are accommodated.
Last question. Your Excellency, I am from the Frontiers News Online. I want to find out, because you talked about cooperatives, there are still communities in Delta, especially where I come from. There's no sign of cooperative there. And we are from Riverine area. I don't know how communities that do not have a cooperative can actually benefit from this incentive. Thank you.
No, the cooperative for this part, you cannot form cooperative for every community for this 130 boats. The cooperatives are people who are boat operators from many communities that have come together. It's not just for one community. You have various boat operators, some in Sapele, some in your village, some in Warri and all that, who have come together to form cooperatives. So it's not community-based, it's state-based.
Your Excellency, the idea of the costs.
The cost of
one boat.
You can answer the question.
For the executive one, it's 5 million. Then for the bigger one, that is 22 6.2.
Your Excellency, because of the dominance of boats in this state, I don't know whether you are considering, probably establishing a company that should manufacture it locally instead of going out for it as well.
Most of the boats here were done, when you talk of local, it's in Nigerian, were done by Al Marine. Al Marine has its factory in Port Harcourt, but it also has office in Delta. So it's only the engine really that we brought in partly. Yeah.
Well, Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, want to say something?
Yeah, it was just Your Excellency, I want to say that you seem to be celebrating the local efforts, but when I listened to the other governor in Rivers, how come you're getting it right here in terms of local efforts and people doing well in delivering the advantage in doing all of this? Is there an interpersonal relationship?
Well, I don't like all those kind of interstate or personal comparisons. But as a person, me as a person, I grew up here. All my schooling was in Nigeria, and I'm a Nigerian-made person. I'm a local content person. So full time. So, and I've always believed that we can do most things ourselves if we encourage ourselves. We might not get it right in the beginning, but if we encourage ourselves and see where we are making mistakes and correct where we are making mistakes, we eventually get it right. Most of the things you are seeing outside Nigeria today, they are Nigerians that are fully involved. They have the brain. We have the brains to do what other people are doing. It's just for us to encourage ourselves. You know, I believe very strongly in it, in Nigeria being able to do things for ourselves.
Last question.
Your Excellency, sir, I'm from Delta Binocular. I want to ask this question. I know this is a very good gesture for Deltans as an alleviation mechanism. I want to really know what is the mechanism also that has been put in place to check that this thing is actually used by those that needs it and is not executively hijacked by some other person that will not get to the grassroots people.
I don't know where you can use it outside grassroots anyway. It's grass water. You cannot use it on land. You cannot carry it outside the state. But that is a very important question, because we had the same challenge when we started with the taxes, the taxes on land, where people just came because they were air-conditioned cars. They just came, did wuru-wuru, bought them, changed the painting, and they became private cars. In fact, that was my first 2 months in office. That was my biggest challenge. So what we have done in this one is a cooperative, and you know, cooperative, know me, I know you. So within the cooperative itself, they're able to check themselves. Then 2, we also have ensure that you have guarantors that are known to us. You know, guarantors that are known to us. And thirdly, there's a monitoring team. So we have some that are specifically for monitoring, and because the routes are going to be designated, it's not just if you see the new buses we have bought, learning from our old ways, is that for each bus, the route is designated, it's written on the side of the bus. So if governor, for instance, I see you are supposed to be going from Ughelli to Asaba, and I see you going to Sapele, I will stop, and I might seize that vehicle. You know, so those are some of the things. But having said that, we still have some of our people who will still do otherwise, but as much as possible, we'll monitor them.
Your Excellency, first, let me again appreciate what has happened here. Comprehensive transport system that looks at the poor and touches their lives. We have lost so many lives in flying boats in the Niger Delta. Because yes, they are good, but they are not safe. They are not as safe as they are playing a great role like Okada and motorcyclists are doing. The flying boat is the Okada of the sea, of the Riverine area. I think we can improve on that technology and make life safer and take more people, you know, in comfort and goods. This is what we have done here by procuring these boats, which will make life safer and increase the opportunity for people to make money and at the same time serve your people. I'm again impressed by the fact that these boats are fabricated in Nigeria. And that is the second thing we're seeing. We have seen a new government house built by a Nigerian. We're not seeing boats fabricated in Nigeria, not imported from abroad or Asia or anywhere. Because we are talking about local content, that is the only way Nigeria will develop, sir. If the people supplying these boats have these orders from other states, they will improve with each supply, with each cycle. And then Nigeria will also start exporting boats to other places. So this idea of encouraging local content is what I'm very happy with. The jobs remain here, the money circulates here, you know, so it increases economic capacity of your people. And I'm praying that those Nigerians that you are giving confidence will prove that they can be as good as Europeans or Asians when given the same opportunity. And we're seeing these are very great boats here for riverine transportation. So again, a comprehensive transport system is very, very important. Land, water, air. At the federal level, you can see what we are doing in the railways. And we'll be explaining that as we go to Warri. We're also going to see the rail program we're doing between Warri and Ajakuta, and the design between here and other parts of the country. Thank you for this.
Thank you. And the fact that there are 30 jetties ready for this.
30 jetties,
yes, ready.
have been constructed.
Yes, they have been constructed.
As terminals where these boats will be beautiful.
30 jetties.